Hey guys, welcome back for another video on the Bittersweet house flip project. So yesterday, last video, I showed you I started the demo process. I got the nasty kitchen tore out, the flooring throughout the house and some other stuff. So what I wanted to do this morning was just do a quick run through and kind of go over the remodel that I've got planned for this house and kind of give you an idea of the changes that I'm going to be making. So I think what I'll do first, so I'm going to show you kind of what we've got to work with. So you come into this house, come in the front door here, you walk into a decent size family room area, opens up into the kitchen, and I can tell based on this header and this wall here that at some point in time somebody opened this up. So I'm assuming this used to be just a doorway into the kitchen and they opened this up, which is nice. But then what the previous homeowner did was actually add this wall across this front room here. I had mentioned before she was actually a dog breeder, and she used this room as when I was here it was like a whelping room. She had a mother with some pups in here, so they wanted to have this separate space. But what I'm going to do is tear this wall out and open this room back up. So it'll be a nice big open family room area. They can use it that way, or if they want, they can actually set this side up over here as a dining room and use that side as a family room. So there'll be some options. I'm going to reverse this door too. So I'm getting all new exterior doors in the house. Right now when you come in and the door kind of opens into the room, which doesn't make sense. So I'm actually going to put a right-hand swing door on it, so it'll make more sense coming in. Plus this door's just trashed. So we're going to do that down here. I'm also, like I showed you before in another video, the current laundry room. I'll run down and I'll show you real quick the laundry room. So this is the current laundry room, and this basement is 5'8". So I'm crouched over to get in here, and it's damp, it's short, it's dirty, it's not what you want for a laundry room. So immediately figured out that I had to get that sorted out. So what I believe I'm going to do at this point, it's got a nice sized bathroom in it. Some remodel work's been done, so it's got a fiberglass tub shower unit in it, which is in good shape, so I'm going to keep that. We've got this set of French doors that goes out to this porch with a door that goes outside. That door is going to be replaced too. All the windows are going to be replaced, by the way, but I'm going to put a regular exterior door in there. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to tear out these French doors. I'm just going to put in a regular 32-inch walk-in door here. I'm going to frame this wall in, and then I'm going to take out this wall. So right now this wall is between the kitchen and the bathroom, and it just has this kind of weird little kind of alcove area here that's wasted space anyway. So I'm going to bring a wall across. Let me back up a little bit so you can see this well. So I'm going to bring a wall across from here where the refrigerator is, straight across to that wall there. And then this section here, this wall will be torn out, or at least partially torn out. So right here, my thought is I'm actually going to put laundry here. So it'll be just off the kitchen. There'll be a walk-through door. You walk into it'll be a really big bathroom then, kind of an oversized bathroom and laundry. You walk in here, we'll have our washer and dryer, and then I'll have another wall, and then we'll come in, and I'll still be able to have a decent sized vanity in here. Probably, I think I can get like a 48-inch vanity in here. Of course, we got the toilet and we got the shower over here. I've got to do, they started linen, kind of a little linen cabinet here. It's roughed in. I've got to finish that off, but that's usable. And then this dungeon of a basement will be someplace that they'll probably never go unless there's a tornado warning. So that's my plan down here. That's what I'm gonna do with my laundry. And my plumbing stack is in this corner, so we can tie into that pretty easily. So I think that should work out well. Now I'm gonna go upstairs, and I'm gonna be going directly above this bathroom is where I'm gonna be upstairs. And I'll show you what my plan is up there. So currently, so this is a 3-bedroom. Let's do another quick walk around here. 3-bedroom, good sized bedrooms actually. And I forgot on my demo flooring, I've got to take this tile out of this bedroom yet. They've got tile on the floor and then 12-inch tile going up for like base. I think this was another puppy room. It smells like puppies in here. So I guess that's why they had the tile. But anyway, I gotta tear that out. And then 3rd bedroom over here. So some of the changes I'm gonna make up here, quite a few. This is the area, I'm standing right above the bathroom downstairs. Again, kind of wasted space. And we have this set of stairs which goes up to the attic, which you can't see because it's dark. And the attic is not, if there was more headroom up there, it could be a cool opportunity to, you know, to finish it off and actually have like a 3rd story. But there's no dormers up there, there's not a lot of headroom, and it's just a crappy attic really. So what I've decided to do is I'm gonna actually tear out the stairs, and by doing so, I'll open up this whole kind of top landing area here up here. And then what I'm gonna do is put a 3/4 bath up here. And I've got to get my measurements figured out exactly. I really need to, I wanna get this tore out. What I'm adding, I've got it figured out on graph paper, but I really like to be able to see the space, a little bit of blue tape on the floor so I can, you know, really feel what the space will be like, because I have to make sure that I keep plenty of, you know, adequate room coming up the stairs here so you can get furniture in. So it's gonna be a little bit tight, but I think we'll have enough room to do it. So tear out the stairs and this wall here. We'll probably have a shower in the corner. And then I think what I'm gonna do is end up with a, I'm not sure if the toilet's gonna go over here in front of the shower or the vanity with the toilet over here. I'm not sure. I need to get a plumber in here and figure out probably the easiest setup for plumbing. Might be a determining factor. This window here is when we replace these windows, instead of this full-length double hung, it's gonna be like half size. So you'll have this here. That way, if I end up with a toilet in front of it, that won't be a problem. It's not ideal for vanity, of course, because I can't have a mirror. But I've got some different options that I can do with that. I can turn it this way, or anyway, I'll sort that out. But that's the general idea. So I'll turn this thing from a 3-bedroom, 1-bath to a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. And you know, that's, from a value perspective, that's gonna do a lot for this house. And it's a big improvement to have a bathroom upstairs, obviously. A couple other things. Previous owner, this room here didn't have a closet in it originally, and it's a good sized room. So what he did was just frame across this corner and created a good closet, but it's odd space, it's weird space. I mean, it's because it's on an angle, you got these corners that you can't do anything with. When he did it, he just drywalled right over the top of the baseboard, which is interesting technique. So anyhow, I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna tear out this closet, and then I'm gonna reframe more of a regular rectangle shaped closet in here. So then the closet will be fully usable. It'll actually give back part of the bedroom because this sticks way out here by this window, and the closet I'll probably gain back about 3 feet in that corner there. It'll look a lot more normal and just be usable closet space. I kind of hate to tear that thing out, but it's the right thing to do, so I'm gonna do it. And then over here, last but not least, so this room is the room that I guess they used as the master bedroom. This is probably the same size as the one that I was just in, actually, and I think the one that I was just in with the odd-shaped closet will be what I would consider to be the master going forward. But anyway, so previous owner, you can see it's got a nice wide, this is probably, gosh, that's probably 12 feet, 10, 12 feet. Nice wide closet in there. But in order to do that, what they did, and you can see by looking at the floor here, you can actually see where the wall was previously. It came across here and then obviously went that way. So pretty sure what's going on is originally this room had a closet that was probably, so this wall here was a center wall. I think this side over here was the closet that supplied this bedroom. And then I think this corner over here was actually a closet that went to the tiled puppy room over here. So this room has no closet. So I'm going to punch through this wall, figure out hopefully where that original doorway was. I'm hoping that I can get back to the original framing and relatively easily just go back to how it was originally, and that way I'll have a closet for each bedroom, because obviously I've got to have a closet. So we'll see how easily that goes. So anyway, that's my remodel plans, and it's a fair amount of work, but shouldn't be too terrible bad. I think I've got to, like I said, I need to talk to a plumber before I finalize some of these plans, just because I want it to be as easy as possible to get that toilet run downstairs. So that'll make a difference on where I place that. But that's the master plan. So today we're going to start taking some walls down. I think since I'm down here, I'm probably just going to go ahead and start with this wall here between the family room, get this space opened up. You can see I've got my doors. I've been slowly collecting items as I go along. But anyway, the other thing too I was going to mention, I'm hoping that this goes relatively easily. I can see in some of the, like you can see over here, you can see along that seam between the wall and the ceiling, that wasn't even taped. It doesn't look like. They just kind of butted the drywall up to it, probably just ran a line of tape straight up to the ceiling and mudded it off. So I'm hoping that I can just take a razor knife, utility knife, and just do kind of a quick light score in there to cut any paint or any mud, and then hopefully I can knock this out without doing a lot of damage to the ceiling here, so I don't have to do a lot of patch. But that's what I'm doing. Let's get to demo. All right, so that's a prime example why I always show people, when you take off trim, base, or door case or whatever, always take a utility knife and score the back of the trim before you pull it off. Obviously I don't carry on this wall because I'm turning it down, but that's what happens. Your paint, you know, and this has actually been caulked too, but it'll stick to your paint. You know, tear it all off the wall and screw it up. But if you score it with a utility knife first, that cuts that, pull your trim off, and you won't wreck your wall. here's another one of those things that you find a lot when you're tearing these houses apart. So we had power coming down, feeding a couple outlets over here. And I thought that wire ran down to the basement, but then I come down here and I figure out that it's actually just wire tied on, buried inside the wall, which isn't code, and I don't know, would argue is not safe. Honestly, it's probably not ever going anywhere, but typical stuff that you find. All right, that's exactly what I was hoping for. So like I said before, they didn't tape that seam. Well, they just put some caulk in there, so I was able to get that out with very minimal damage. I did have one little hole there. It's not the end of the world. Like upstairs, they laid the wall right on top of the carpet because, of course, why wouldn't you? Found another nice mouse nest inside that wall, except he didn't make it. He was, I don't know, he must have ate a little poison and died midway through, but all the dog food on the floor. Can't imagine why we have mice in this house. But here we go. So to give you an idea, so this is a nice big open front room now. Huge room. Oh yeah, that's a big improvement. I really like it. Get everything all patched together, and you never know that wall was there, and nice upgrade. On to the next one. Okay, I'm just going to go on the record and say it's not necessary to install an interior door with 8 3-inch screws. Nine. 10. Alright, so I got the bathroom slash laundry opened up, and I'm probably gonna end up taking that off. I've got to clean that corner up a little bit, but not a big deal. I can wait and do that when I'm ready to reframe that, but that's pretty good for now. So next step, before I start doing the demo of the stairs going to the attic, I want to bring in some insulation. I haven't taken you up into that attic yet, but right now there is, there's one layer of R13 just laid in between the studs, and I really want to put some decent insulation up there. So I've got 10 rolls here of R19 bad insulation. And when I roll this out up there, I'll have, I'll be about R30-ish when it's done. So it's gonna be way easier to get this up with the stairs in place, so I'm gonna go ahead and haul this up now. I don't know if I'll roll it out yet or not. I might just get it up there, but I at least want to get it up so I can get my trailer emptied out so it's easier to get to my tools. Incidentally, if anybody's interested, let me know and I can do a little tour of my tool trailer. I built this a couple years ago, and it's just been incredibly handy. Really glad I've took the time and set this thing up, having all the stuff with me when I go to a job site. So anyway, if you're interested, leave me a comment. Let me know. Maybe I'll do a quick tour. All right, guys, so I think I'm gonna call it a day. It's been pretty productive. Got a fair amount of stuff done. It's another one of those hot 95, and I think it might actually be 98 today with high humidity. So I'm ready to call it a day. I gotta go run a couple errands anyway, so I'll see you guys in the morning. Hey guys, welcome back. So it's a new day, ready to do some more demo. I'm gonna get started first thing this morning on taking out this diagonal corner closet, and then I'm going to move on to the other room and try to figure out where the original closet openings were in there and get that torn out. So I gotta say, I have never before salvaged 2x4s when I rip stuff apart. I have on occasion if I just need a couple boards, but in the day and age of COVID pricing, I just looked, and a basic 2x4 8-foot stud is $3.67 is what I can pick them up for. I'll take a minute and I'll pull some screws out of these things and reuse them. All right, so I got the first closet out. Kind of annoyed. I'd showed you before how the guy I thought he had drywalled around the baseboard. Well, he did. He had the drywall just basically butted up against the baseboard with no decent transition. But he did, unfortunately, cut the base when he framed up the closet. So now I'm gonna have to deal with this mess here and splice something in and get that fixed up. But anyway. Closet's out, on to the next one. So I mentioned before that I'm confident there used to be a closet for this bedroom. I'm just not exactly sure where. It was either over here more in this corner, or it was over here, kind of in the middle of the wall. So, not 100% sure where it's at, and I don't really want to damage more drywall than necessary. I'm gonna try to figure this out. Okay, so here's what I decided to do. I'm gonna have to replace that drywall down the bottom anywhere where they got the tiles stuck to the wall. So I'm just gonna come up 2 feet on the wall and cut that drywall out of the way. It's gotta be replaced anyway, and then I'll know for sure I'll be able to see where the old doorway was. All right, so there it is. So we've got, now I know that on this side, it's obviously where the doorway was. The door frame is actually still there, the jamb. So now when I come to the other side of the other room, I know that the original doorway for that closet is actually over here, so I don't have to go punching holes all over the place. So I'll go ahead and peel this open, get this exposed, and then I can go around to the other room and get that one opened up. This is one of those extra short 1900 model doors. So I either need to raise that header up or I can cut the door down when I put it in too. I'll probably raise the header so it has a full 80-inch or whatever size door in it. So I gotta tell you, I am thrilled with that. So pulling up tile isn't that bad. If you take your time, you can usually pop up, you know, tiles without breaking them, which I was able to do here. But in my experience, popping up the Wonder Board or Durarock or whatever they use is what can be just a total nightmare. Because if they installed it per the manufacturer's instructions, there'd be one sheet of those, there'd be like probably 30 Tapcon screws. I think you're supposed to put screws like every 12 inches or I don't know, a lot of screws. So I've had just nightmare experiences pulling up that concrete board before, but this, I don't know. Looks like they ran a few screws around the perimeter, a couple in the middle. I mean, that whole board probably only has about 10 screws in it. And I think they just used like drywall screws or something. They didn't even use Tapcon. So anyway, very, very happy about that. I was kind of dreading pulling the rest of this floor up, and I think it's gonna go pretty easy. All right, the tile room is demoed. It's all out. Screws pulled, swept, ready to move on. So the last kind of major demo that I need to do is this staircase going up into this attic. And I grabbed this, I already popped this base off of here. I think I'll be able to reuse that in that other bedroom where they cut it for the closet. So I took that out gently. Everything else is just gonna get ripped out. So let's get after it. All right, staircase is out. That didn't come out too badly. So my plan, this is really going to work out well, I think. Opening this up, there's a lot of space up here in this corner. I think there's going to be plenty of room to squeeze a bathroom up here, so I'm pretty excited about the way this is going to turn out. So this is kind of cool. A couple of discoveries. So first of all, there's this baseboard heater here that's direct wired in. That is, I have no idea if this thing actually has power going to it or not. It probably does, but it was just kind of thrown down here in the corner amongst, you know, old clothes and bags and wrapping paper and stuff. So probably a good thing this house never burned down with that in there. And then, you know, you get into a space like this, and this is a, you know, a time warp from 100 years ago. This hasn't seen the light of day in a long, long time. It's the original wallpaper. Strip right back to the plaster. Just pretty cool. The original baseboard that's never been painted over. And I thought this was kind of funny. So the old timer who trimmed out this house, he obviously was running short on material, so the base in here, he just started scabbing in little short pieces of base and the coat that goes on top of it. So I thought that was kind of funny. He ran out. He didn't even have enough. He was like 16 inches short to finish off. But anyway, I think that's enough for demo for now. I've got all the major demo done that I'm planning to do. There's a few little things here and there, but for the most part now I've got it opened up so I can get this thing laid out, figure out, get with the electrician and the plumber exactly how this bathroom is going to lay out up here, the laundry room downstairs, and any reconfiguring I'm going to do there. So next video, we're going to actually start putting some stuff back together. I got to figure out where I want to start first. I'm probably going to start with framing in. I'll probably get this closet framed in, these two closets over here, get that knocked out. That'll be fairly straightforward. I'll probably strip off some of that bad drywall downstairs, and I don't know, I'd really like to get this bathroom framed in too, because I'd like to get to the point where I can get, you know, actually get electricians in here and they can start running wire and stuff. So anyway, we'll see where I go from here, but so far I appreciate you guys watching. I really do. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'll try to edit this so it's not too long, because I think this video probably is going to get a little bit too long, so I'll try to trim out as much of the fat as I can. But do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you're interested in seeing the next phases of this project, and we'll see you in the next video.